Welcome to my channel. Today, we're exploring Stellar Defiance, a sci-fi journey where humanity stands strong and defies the odds across the galaxy. Dive into epic starship battles, powerful tech, and the resilience that makes us unstoppable in a universe full of challenges. If you're ready for a thrill-packed adventure in deep space, hit subscribe, and let's get started. The journey of the celestial horizon began with a sense of both wonder and desperation. Humanity's home, Earth, was no longer a sanctuary. Climate crises, resource depletion, and endless conflicts had turned the once thriving planet into a shadow of its former self. Faced with the inevitability of extinction if they remained, humanity looked to the stars, searching for salvation among the distant worlds they had long observed and speculated upon. Space offered a path forward, a chance to survive, but also an opportunity to redefine themselves, to find a purpose beyond survival. Earth's leaders, scientists, and visionaries pooled resources, knowledge, and courage, preparing humanity for the most ambitious journey it had ever undertaken, the quest to find a new world, one where humanity could start anew. They built the Celestial Horizon, a ship unlike any that had come before, a vessel capable of traveling light years and carrying within it the hope and dreams of those who remained on Earth. The Celestial Horizon was massive, designed not merely as a vehicle but as a home, a floating city that could support life for generations if needed. Its hull was layered with the latest advancements in shielding technology, capable of protecting its inhabitants from the harsh realities of space, from radiation to the extreme pressures of interstellar travel. Within its walls were entire ecosystems, hydroponic farms, self-sustaining energy systems, and carefully designed habitats that mimicked the climates and conditions of Earth. The ship was populated with a mix of scientists, engineers, artists, and thinkers, as well as families and children, representing a cross-section of humanity's best and brightest. They were not just explorers or colonists, they were pilgrims, bound by a shared mission to carry the torch of human civilization to a new world. Their journey would not be one of conquest but of reverence, a quest to discover not only a new home but a new way of living, one that honored the mistakes and triumphs of their ancestors. Leading this pilgrimage was Captain Amara Finn, a former astronaut known for her courage, intellect, and unyielding sense of purpose. She had experienced the fragility of life in space firsthand and understood the profound weight of their journey. The launch of the Celestial Horizon was a moment of solemnity and hope, watched by millions across Earth and its scattered colonies. As the ship ascended, leaving the once familiar blue planet behind, the pilgrims felt a mix of emotions: excitement, sadness, and an overwhelming sense of responsibility. They were not simply leaving a place, they were leaving behind a history, a legacy, and countless lives. For many on board, this journey was a spiritual endeavor, a chance to redefine what it meant to be human, to find meaning beyond the confines of Earth. The ship's chapel, a small, serene space filled with light and symbols from various faiths, became a center of reflection and meditation, a place where pilgrims sought guidance and inner peace. The early days of the journey were filled with a sense of wonder. The vastness of space stretched out before them, an endless expanse of stars and nebulae, each one holding the possibility of life, mystery, and discovery. The ship's sensors and telescopes captured images of distant galaxies, strange celestial phenomena, and alien worlds, sparking conversations and debates among the crew and passengers. Dr. Elias Rami, the ship's chief scientist, led nightly gatherings where he would share insights into the cosmos, explaining the mysteries of dark matter, the life cycles of stars, and the nature of black holes. His lectures became a highlight for many, a reminder that they were part of something much larger than themselves. But as the journey continued, the initial excitement began to give way to the challenges of deep space travel. The crew and passengers soon realized that life on the Celestial Horizon was not the adventure they had imagined, but a routine of maintenance, survival, and adaptation. The ship required constant care and attention. Every system had to function flawlessly to ensure their survival. The hydroponic farms needed to be tended, the energy reactors monitored, and the water recycled with precision. Even minor malfunctions could escalate into life-threatening crises, and every member of the crew had a role to play in the ship's upkeep. Captain Finn led with a steady hand, maintaining order and morale as the months turned into years. She understood that her role was not only to ensure their physical survival, but to guide them through the psychological toll of isolation and confinement. She organized gatherings, celebrations of Earth's holidays, and encouraged artistic expression as a way to keep spirits high. The ship's artists and musicians became vital members of the community, creating paintings, songs, and stories that captured the essence of their journey and offered solace during difficult times. They crafted symbols and myths, giving shape to their experiences and creating a shared identity that bound them together. One of the most profound challenges the Pilgrims faced was the passage of time. Unlike on Earth, where days were marked by the rising and setting of the sun, life on the celestial horizon was governed by artificial cycles, a carefully regulated pattern of light and dark that mimicked Earth's day and night. But as the years passed, time became a nebulous concept, losing its meaning in the vastness of space. Children were born on the ship, never having seen Earth, and the older generation felt the weight of knowing they would likely never set foot on a planet again. The concept of home shifted, became less tied to a place and more to the people around them, to the shared mission that had brought them together. Among those who struggled with the loss of Earth was Eileen Zhang, a botanist who had left behind her family and homeland. She spent her days in the hydroponic gardens, nurturing plants that had been brought from Earth's soils, feeling a deep connection to the life she cultivated. The gardens became her sanctuary, a place where she could feel the presence of her past life. She often spoke to the plants, sharing memories and stories as she tended to them, finding comfort in the knowledge that a piece of Earth still thrived in the ship's artificial environment. But as the ship traveled further into uncharted space, they began to encounter anomalies, phenomena that defied explanation and tested the limits of their understanding. They passed through regions of intense radiation, fields of dark matter that distorted their sensors, and gravitational waves that rippled through the ship, shaking its structure. The Pilgrims experienced strange visions, dreams filled with vivid colors and patterns that seemed to come from beyond their own minds. Some dismissed these as the effects of deep space isolation, while others believed they were glimpses of something greater, messages from the cosmos itself. One of the most unsettling encounters occurred when the ship's sensors detected a faint signal coming from a distant star system. The signal was rhythmic, almost musical, and seemed to carry a pattern that suggested intelligence. The crew debated whether to investigate, weighing the risks of diverting from their course against the potential for discovery. Dr. Rami argued passionately in favor of exploring the signal, seeing it as a chance to make contact with another form of life, to find answers to questions that had haunted humanity for centuries. Captain Finn, however, was cautious, aware of the dangers that an unknown signal could pose. After days of deliberation, the decision was made to follow the signal. The celestial horizon altered its course, venturing toward the source of the mysterious rhythm. As they approached the star system, they encountered an array of massive structures orbiting a distant planet, their surfaces gleaming with an otherworldly light. The structures appeared to be ancient, covered in patterns and symbols that no one on board could decipher. They seemed to pulse with energy, as though they were alive, a relic of a civilization that had vanished eons ago. The Pilgrims were awestruck by the sight, and a team was assembled to investigate. As they boarded a shuttle and approached the structures, they felt a strange sensation, a sense of being watched. The structures were silent, motionless, yet there was an intangible presence, a feeling that they were intruding on something sacred. The team discovered that the structures were not merely physical objects, but resonated with a frequency that seemed to connect to their own minds. They heard whispers, faint echoes of voices that spoke of unity, wisdom, and the passage of time. Dr. Rami theorized that the structures were a form of cosmic archive, a repository of knowledge left behind by an ancient species. He believed that the signal they had detected was a form of communication, a message intended to draw explorers to the structures. As they delved deeper, the team experienced visions, images of distant galaxies, of worlds filled with life, and of civilizations that had risen and fallen. The experience was overwhelming, filling them with both awe and sorrow, a reminder of the transient nature of life and the interconnectedness of all things. The encounter left a profound impact on the Pilgrims. They returned to the celestial horizon with a renewed sense of purpose, a feeling that their journey was part of a larger narrative, one that stretched across the stars. Captain Finn and the crew held a ceremony, honoring the beings who had left behind the structures and acknowledging their own place in the continuum of existence. They shared their experiences with the rest of the ship, inspiring discussions and reflections that deepened their understanding of their mission. The encounter became a part of their story, a chapter in the mythos of the celestial horizon that would be passed down to future generations. As the years continued, the ship became more than just a vessel, it became a world in itself, a society with its own culture, values, and traditions. The children who had been born on the ship grew into adulthood, knowing only the life of a pilgrim, of endless stars and the gentle hum of the ship's engines. They developed a unique perspective, one that saw space not as a void but as a realm of possibility, a place of mystery and potential. They learned from their elders, but also questioned, explored, and sought their own understanding of the journey. The celestial horizon became a symbol of resilience, a testament to humanity's ability to adapt, survive, and find meaning even in the most challenging circumstances. The Pilgrims faced countless hardships, from system failures to resource shortages to the psychological strain of isolation. But each challenge was met with ingenuity, compassion, and a sense of unity that bound them together. They developed a culture that valued collaboration, respect for life, and reverence for the unknown. Over time, the Pilgrims began to speak of the celestial horizon as not just a ship but as their guide, a vessel that was leading them to something beyond comprehension. They saw their journey as a pilgrimage, a path to enlightenment that required patience, humility, and faith. The ship's chapel became a place of quiet reflection, where pilgrims of all beliefs gathered to contemplate the mysteries of the universe and their place within it. They developed rituals, songs, and stories that celebrated their journey, transforming the ship into a living, breathing community that carried the spirit of Earth across the stars. After decades of travel, the celestial horizon reached a region of space unlike any they had encountered before. The stars here burned brighter, their light refracted through clouds of cosmic dust that created a shimmering, ethereal glow. The ship's sensors detected an unusual concentration of energy, a phenomenon that defied explanation. Dr. Rami and his team studied the readings, realizing that they were approaching what appeared to be a massive star cluster, one that radiated a unique frequency of light and energy. They believed it might be the key to understanding the anomalies they had encountered, a place where the laws of physics seemed to bend. As they ventured deeper into the cluster, the ship's systems began to behave erratically, as though responding to the strange energy around them. The crew experienced visions once more, but this time, the images were clearer, more coherent. They saw glimpses of a vast cosmic network, a tapestry of energy that connected stars, planets, and galaxies. They felt a sense of unity, a profound awareness of the interconnectedness of all things. The experience was both exhilarating and humbling, filling them with a sense of purpose that transcended their individual lives. In the heart of the cluster, they discovered a planet, a world bathed in the radiant light of the surrounding stars. It was a lush, vibrant world, filled with diverse ecosystems and rich in resources. The atmosphere was breathable, the climate stable, and the soil fertile, a paradise that seemed almost too perfect. The Pilgrims were overcome with emotion, realizing that they had found their new home, a place where humanity could begin anew. They named the planet Eden, a symbol of rebirth and a testament to their journey. Captain Finn led the first expedition to the surface, stepping onto the soil with a sense of reverence and gratitude. She and her crew explored the landscape, marveling at the beauty and abundance of life. They established a settlement, building homes, farms, and gathering spaces where they could continue the legacy of the celestial horizon. The planet became a place of renewal, a canvas upon which they could build a society that honored the lessons of Earth and the wisdom of the stars. The journey of the celestial horizon became a story told across generations, a myth and a memory that united the people of Eden. They remembered the sacrifices, the struggles, and the discoveries that had brought them to their new home, carrying forward the values of resilience, unity, and reverence. They knew that they were not merely survivors, they were pilgrims, travelers who had crossed the stars in search of meaning and had found it in the endless horizon of the universe.